Hey, welcome guys to a new video. It's been a long time I don't do video. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy New Year's, whatever. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody. So today we're gonna work on a Motorola G6. As you guys can see, this phone is being totally broken. Back camera glass and also the screen is broken. So we have the new parts right here. We already ordered it and we have it. So this screen we actually ordered it with the frame. If you can do so, you can order it like this, so the phone is gonna have a better look instead of having the all scratched up frame. But either way, this is gonna get repaired right now and I'm gonna show you how to do so. So starting from ordering the screen, all you gotta do is you have to make sure you order the right part. So we're gonna go and find out what model this phone is. So for that, we're gonna go to settings, all the way down to system, and then about phone. Right here we see some information, but if we want to see something more, you see the hardware information. And right here we can find the model number, which is this one, SKU XT19227. So we have to make sure when we order the part that we have that number correct, so we don't get a different part, because these phones are really similar between models, and like if we're not careful, we might end up ordering the wrong part. Okay, that being said, let's put our hands on this one and let's get it fixed. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this device off. You see we have this back, and this is actually plastic, so I'm gonna go ahead and use like a strong Sesmo tools or flat tool like this, whatever, or you can also use a razor blade, which I use a lot if you see my videos. I'm gonna start from, you can start from anywhere to be honest, but I always like to start from like kind of on the middle, because I know it has less glue over there. If you use one of these, the thing is really thin. This is so thin, it's not gonna damage anything from here. So we just have to find an opening, and because this is plastic, it's gonna come out pretty easy. It's not gonna be as hard as the glass ones. And you know, with the strong tool, you just go around. You see the glue. You see the glue right there. There we go. Oh, woo. And don't just pull it, right? Because we might have some cables right there. Let's see. Okay, that's the glue. It's this sticker. And like I said, you see we have a cable right here. Make sure don't pull it all the way, because you're gonna rip that cable. All right, that's how you open it. And as you guys can see, it has the double side tape all around the back. So from here, we're gonna use a Phillips screwdriver. As you guys can see, Phillips screwdriver. We're gonna remove these two screws just to start this repair. I'm gonna put them on the side, and then we can lift this little metal tray right there. So this is gonna expose this cable. We're just gonna unplug it. Just Lego connection right here, as you guys can see. I'm gonna put the back cover on the side too. So at this point, we are going to remove the SIM card and all these screws like this. Now, after removing all the screws and the SIM tray, of course, we're going to lift this metal, actually plastic. This is just a piece of plastic holding every single connection, like LCD, battery connection down. So make sure they don't get unplugged. So we're just gonna remove this one very easy, just like that. And also comes out with the camera lens. Then we also gonna replace, because it's all broken right here. Okay, let's put this on the side and keep going with the repair. So now we have everything exposed, and as always, I like to show you, you can see the charging port is a little board right here on the bottom, which we can replace easily, and it doesn't need micro soldering or doesn't need any kind of soldering. Everything is just a plug and play. As you guys can see, we're gonna unplug every single cable and keep going with the repair, because we bought the screen with the frame. We have to transfer everything from here to this one. So let's start it. We're gonna start by removing the charging port, and I'm gonna show you how it goes. Just have one single screw right here. I'm gonna put that on the side also, and we're gonna unplug. Oh, first of all, before I unplug anything, first thing I'm going to unplug is the battery. So that way we make sure we don't solder anything on this board. I'm going to unplug this cable. They actually just is a long connection that goes to the motherboard right there. All right, after that we have two antennas right here. We always get antennas and the charging port connection right there. There you go. And by using the same Sesmo tool, I'm going to lift this little board, and it's gonna come out easy, just like that. As you guys can see, it's a regular micro USB. And also this little USB can be replaced, as we have done it on the past before. So if you don't want to replace the whole little board, because it might cost you more money, you can go ahead and replace just the little USB piece. All right. And if you have problems because people can't hear you when you make a call, you see, this is the guy who's gonna have problems. That's the microphone on this board. So you have everything in one single piece. So let's put that on the side, and now we're going to unplug all the cables right here. We're gonna start by the LCD cable. That's the cable that comes from the charging port. Camera, which is just gonna come out like this. What else we have? Oh, we have the switch, the power on and off switch, and volume button. We have everything on one single cable right there, and we're just gonna unplug it like that. So it's gonna look like this. After these, we have two screws actually, one here and one in the bottom right here. There we go. And at this point we have the antenna, which is we're gonna lift the connection to, just to leave the motherboard loose, and we can go ahead and lift that motherboard just like this. I'm gonna show you. There you go. It's gonna come out very easy like that. And on the other side we can see the proximity sensor, the selfie camera, and the headphone jack, which comes soldered to the motherboard. Unfortunately, we cannot replace that one as easy as the charging port, the headphone jack. All right, let's put the motherboard on the side. This battery comes well glued to the frame. As you guys can see in the new frame, we have glue right here and right here too, so on both sides. So it's gonna be kind of tricky. We're gonna use some heat for this, so it's gonna make our life easier. So let's do it. All right, try, maybe if you're not so professional or you don't do this for a living, try not to use the razor blade, because it can easily cut the battery. If we cut the battery, then you're gonna have to replace it, because it's not gonna work properly. So we're gonna use the Sesmo tool, because this battery is gonna be well glued. So, and we're gonna apply some pressure from the bottom like that. So you guys can see, if you use the right amount of heat, the battery is gonna come out easily like that. So as you guys can see on the bottom, the actually the glue get a little bit distressed, but don't worry, everything is gonna be fine on this one. We'll just remove the old glue like that. You guys can see it's gonna come out very clean. So we're gonna grab the battery and put it on the side. We have some more cables to remove here. Okay, this is the cable that goes to the charging port to the motherboard. So and pay attention right here, because you might get confused. You see right here has already a sign saying main. So just remember, this side is gonna go towards the motherboard and the other side toward the charging port. So don't get confused. If you put it the wrong side, it might affect some function on the phone. So just be careful on that one. And this one's very easy. We're just gonna peel it off like this. Just comes with some adhesive. It's gonna easily come out. Okay, next we have the two antenna cables. There you go. We're just gonna pull them out like that. Very easy. What else do we have here? Let's go. We have the buttons. We have to transfer these buttons to the new board, and of course the ear speaker. I'm gonna just hit this a little bit just to remove that ear speaker, because with the ear speaker, if you're not careful, you can split the layers and then it's not gonna work. So just heat it up a little bit. Don't go too close. Just keep like a good distance with the heat gun or blow dryer if you're using a blow dryer, so you don't mess up that ear speaker. So just heat it up a little bit and then probably like grab a pair of tweezers and kind of go underneath. So don't grab it from the top, because that is when the problem comes. There we go. We're gonna put it on the side, and now I see I'm gonna go for the buttons. First, I'm gonna remove the cable. So you gotta be very careful with this. Don't rip that off, because another way, like I said, it's gonna be trouble, and you're gonna have to hold this repair and order the new part. So very easy. If you have to warm it up a little bit with the blow dryer or like heat gun, just take your time and do so, because you don't want to mess this up. Remember, this is the power button. You break this one up, you're not gonna have a way to turn on your phone. So there you go. You see, that's the power button, and volume up, down, up and down, down and up, whatever. Okay, and remember, if you mess this one up, you might also have the issue like your phone cutting on and off, because if you mess this one up, it might just stay pressed down or whatever. But that's the one. So put it on the side. And here we don't have much left, so see, I see a little metal piece right here, and I'm gonna check. We can always go back and check if we have that on the new one. So let's compare. I see this little, but I don't see the little metal piece. So probably I'm gonna remove that and transfer to the new one. So let's see how it goes. Is it glued down? Is it not? All right. Oh, it just came out easy, just like that. That's the piece I'm talking about. So we're gonna put it in the new one too. We don't want to miss anything. If it's there, it's for a reason. So, and this one, they just like basically just push them from inside out. You see, they're gonna come out easy like that, from inside out. There you go. I think they have just like a little clip, or maybe this one is the one holding them down. So that's good, So at this point we have that's the LCD cable. We're gonna remove these little pieces and put them on the new phone, on the new frame. You see, if they are there, it's for a reason. I repeat. So probably it's to help to seal the sound when you speak. So that's for microphone purposes. So as you guys can see here, we have the old screen. If you guys buy it or already bought the new screen without the frame, as you guys can see, you don't have to remove the battery. I mean, actually you do have to remove the battery because the cable comes underneath the battery to replace it. So you might not have to remove the charging port because the charging port doesn't come, it doesn't block any of the connections. You don't have to even remove the motherboard because the motherboard sits right here. It's not gonna affect you to work around here, but you know, it's gonna cost you probably like $5 more to get it with the frame. So, and you're gonna have this clean, nicely cut new phone basically, because look, it comes with all these new things. So, but you know, it's up to you. Like you have you don't have to remove all these little things, like even the ear speaker and stuff, but you have to remove the whole screen from here, because after we remove everything from here, the only thing left is the LCD. So I just want to make sure you guys understand what are we doing here and what do you have to do in case you already got the LCD without the frame, which is just this metal right here. But for cosmetic use, for cosmetic look, of course, I mean, the old one is gonna have scratches, and the new one, if you're doing this repair probably for $5 more, you want your phone to look as good as new. So don't try to save those extra $5 and have a crappy phone. You know, you're already spending the money, all this money on this new part, so might as well just put the whole thing. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let's put everything back on this frame and let's see if it works the same. It should. It should. If you follow the instructions well, it has to work the same as the old one. So let's remove this, and first thing, I'm going to put the power button. That's where we finished removing. So you see from the outside, you're gonna push those buttons down. I think it goes this way. Yeah. And come from the right to the left. Put the right first. Oh no, actually on this one is backwards. From the left to the right. They're gonna slide in easily. You see how easy they slide in? If they're not going through, don't push them, because you see how easy I put them on. So make sure don't break them. And this little piece is the one that lock them so they don't come out. So as you guys can see, oh, it has even a little double side tape right there, just to make sure that little piece won't fall, because you know, if this is missing, probably those buttons are gonna come out. So let's just slide that thing in. It's like a little lock for these buttons. That's how I see it. That's how they design it right here. All right, then we're gonna slide those power button cable in there too. And when you push them down, make sure the actual bottom, the plastic, is not in between, because if you do so, you might as well break it. All right, we got that one ready, and after that, we're gonna go ahead and put this ear speaker. So if you guys forgot which way it goes, just go back in the video and re-watch it. You're gonna see how it goes. So after that, we're gonna put these little plastic things that we removed from the old frame. So just go ahead and do so. Go. Goes in there. Boom. It's gonna click in very nice and tight. Same thing with the other one on the bottom. Yep. It's gonna go in there. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is also secure the charging port. There we go. And as you guys can see, like I told you, if you went and buy just the LCD, you don't need to remove this charging port. So just have that in mind, so that way you don't do extra work. So just gonna secure this one with one single screw. It's gonna hold it down like that. Very simple. I'm gonna lay down now the motherboard. I'm just gonna sit back, and you know, you're gonna hear a click. I'm gonna install the camera right away, the rear camera. So there we go. Also just gonna connect it, and remember this one gonna have 2 screws. Just don't forget to put them on, so you know it's gonna sit there pretty nice and tight. And always, like, if you don't know, like you forgot where the screws goes, just kind of like guide by the frame. You're gonna see where the screws are missing. For example, right here, you see I see one screw there, but I don't see any screw right here. So it's very easy, you know, to find out where the old screws were. So we pretty much right here, we're doing very well. You guys are doing well too. Okay, so let's just slide that little cable in. So I don't want that cable flying like that, just to prevent any last minute incident. So, and also gonna remove these and connect the cable. There you go. And then I kind of like just push it down, so that way if I have excess right here or anywhere, it's not gonna affect it, you know. There we go. I'm going to remove also these other double side tape protections right here where the battery is gonna sit. So we're gonna have everything basically ready right here. As you guys can see, all are we doing is going on the same steps what we did at the beginning, just backwards. Before I put the battery or anything else, I'm gonna put these antenna connections, as you guys can see, with connection. All right, let's secure that. We're all doing good here. How you guys doing for these holidays? I hope everybody well. Everybody having a good time with their family, enjoying. Okay, and remember, this one has a sign, so if you flip it you might have trouble. So just make sure connected the same way it was. So the one that said main, it goes to the motherboards. You see we have double side tape here already. You see how my finger sticks. All right, very easy. For the battery, and we just laid that battery down on the frame like that. Just gonna lay down the battery in the frame and just make sure it's tight. It won't move because, you know, it has pretty secure adhesive on both sides. So that's it. At this point, we can go ahead and turn on the phone. Oh, woohoo! Success! Congratulations, you have just fixed your own phone. So here we have the old one. Yeah, you see, we can touch some stuff here and go up and down. Yep, it's working. Yep. All right, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just shut this down again. I have to work on the back camera. I recommend not to use that much heat on that one because this is plastic, so it could damage that plastic. Don't go too crazy on the heat. You can even push it from the inside out, as you guys can see. You see, it's gonna come out pretty not that hard if you do it like this. You see, oh my god, I thought it came easier than I thought. Okay, that heat really helped. So all right, it was just like that. And you know, because we have the new one right here, and this one already come with a adhesive. The new lens, I'm sorry. And make sure don't touch it on the back, because it's gonna have your fingerprint. It's gonna be hard to clean it also. So if you see some dirt, probably just like blow it away or so. We're gonna remove that best I can, sorry. So let's just lay this on top of the camera ring metal, because this is metal, by the way. So there you go. And we can try it with the phone, make sure it's gonna be aligned. If not, you know, before we press it down, we can move it a little bit so you see. That's how it's gonna look. That's it for the camera lens. And I'm going to put everything back together. Make sure everything is tight and well secure, all the cables, which is more important. Just click the plastic frame back in set. It's gonna kind of click, so you guys can see. There you go. And we're going to install all the screws back into the frame like this. All right, that's how it's supposed to be done. All right, let me go ahead and put the SIM tray back. Make sure we don't forget. And there you go. And now the last step. This is a personal choice. If you think you damaged the adhesive, which looks pretty intact right here on this one, but if you want to make sure probably let the phone is sealed and all that kind of stuff, you can apply some B9000, which is the glue we always use for gluing any screen or back cover on the phones. It's pretty good, and it doesn't damage any component. Just put some on the, you know, where the adhesive is. Don't put in the middle, because it's not gonna help at all. So just to be honest with you, like these people who might put everywhere, don't do it. Even if you're gonna install this screen on the frame, do not put in the middle, because it might mess up your LCD. So we put some of that glue, and we're going to plug in this cable. Make sure it's plugged in, just like that. You can just press it down a little bit with the tweezers or your finger, whatever is available, because some people don't grow the nails. So all right, and now we're going to put a little plate in there, which is one of the last steps, one of the last screws actually. Then are going to this phone, and there you go. Boom, we are ready to close this down. Let me put all these garbage. We always make a mess, always making a mess right here on my table. Get out of here. All right, let me see. There you go, looks better. We're just gonna flip this and just push it down. So you guys can see it's gonna seal almost by itself. And at this point, like I said, make sure it goes on the middle. At this point, you can put some clamps just to make sure is sealed all the way. You can put some clamp, or just even if you don't have clamps, because I know if you're fixing your phone, you're probably, wow, why are you gonna go and spend your money on that? I don't know, just put something heavy. I don't know, like, let me see, you can go around your house and I don't know, even put like a book, maybe a couple of books on top. Believe me, it will work. Like, I don't know, if you're doing these like to save some money, probably you don't want to go and spend on some clamps. So if you guys are a repair shop, it's different, but if you know, just put something heavy like a book or something right here, and leave it there for like as long as you can, as long as you can survive without phone. Because some people, they can't survive without a phone, not even 5 minutes. So that's what I'm talking about. So, all right, guys, here we have the phone already fixed, and let me give you a close-up look. There we go. Look at that beauty. It might have some fingerprints, but it's nothing that we cannot wipe. You see? Beautiful. And this is the old one. Look, before and after. That's gonna be my thumbnail. I got you. See? How do you want your phone for New Year? Like this or like that? There you go. New camera lens. Look how it used to look. It used to look like this. Alright, guys, we have done this one already. It's looking good. And you know, for the holidays, your phone is gonna look awesome. Or for New Year's, actually. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you to fix your own device, save some money, and go have fun. I'm gonna try to keep up making more video, guys. I know you guys like the videos and like to keep learning, fixing your phone. I'm gonna keep it up because I really like to do them right, actually, but sometimes like I get kind of busy. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be right back.